Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
As we continue this insightful journey of AI, we move deeper into the transformative impact of artificial intelligence on higher education. In this second part, our distinguished academicians delve further into real-world applications, emerging trends, and the evolving role of educators in an AI-enabled academic landscape. From practical classroom integration to ethical considerations and future-ready skills, our experts share valuable perspectives on how institutions can adapt and thrive. Stay with us as we uncover the next chapter in the fusion of AI and education.
I will give a brief idea about the use of AI in basic physics and the physics research. So, as per the student point of view, if we consider the use of AI in physics, basically physics is a branch of science which deals with the nature of the matter. Okay, it can be microscopic matter or it can be macroscopic matter. In classical mechanics or classical physics, the matter is basically microscopic matter that we can predict the nature of a bigger particle and all. But when you go to the microscopic level, you can see the atoms there, you can see the electrons. They are hardly visible to the naked eyes. And their behavior is described by a very complicated set of equations. Now, to solve the behavior of these particles, if you consider these equations, they may take few months to years to predict the behavior of electron or any particle in particular circumstances. Now, if you use the same set of equations and take the help of AI, you can predict these behaviors of these small particles like electrons, protons, and all in a fraction of minutes or in hours. Okay, so you can drastically reduce the time taken to predict the behavior of these electrons. In the another point of view, that is, if a student wants to understand the behavior, okay, if students want to understand the crystal structure of the system, they cannot see it. They cannot see with the naked eyes. So you can use the AI to understand the simulations. You can understand the behavior of a crystal structure by using AI simulations, by using the artificial intelligence. You can clearly see the behavior of these particles, the arrangement of the atoms, the binding energies, these that everything you can make use of, you can understand by making use of artificial intelligence. Okay, now if we come to the research part in the physics, nowadays nanoparticles are in boom. So, for example, if I take an example of nanoparticles in the medical field, so these nanoparticles are used to treat various medical conditions, something like cancer or some complicated diseases and all. So these are used for many medical applications. Now, as you know, for a medical trial to proceed, if you have synthesized any drug or any nanoparticles and all, if you want to trial it, okay, it will take around 14 to 15 years to finalize a drug or finalize a medicine. Okay, but when you make use of the AI, then you can easily predict whether this drug is going to be successful or it is going to be failure. Again, there are probabilities that even if AI is considering it as a successful drug, but you cannot proceed without the medical trials, but you can predict, at least you can predict whether it is going to be successful or not. Okay, based on that, you can proceed your research or you can skip that medical trial steps. Like that, there are various fields in which AI is very much useful in field of physics or any research field or any vast applications are there in the AI. So I will not go in detail. So by saying this, I will conclude my opinion about the AI.
Nowadays, everyone is using the AI tools. Let's say, example is ChatGPT. Now the students are using the ChatGPT for making the assignments, for making the reports. For coding purposes, they are using the ChatGPT. But there are various AI tools are available. Now, just now, if I take Nano Banana AI is tool is there, which we can use for text editing, image editing. Let's say one example is if I'm there at Burj Khalifa, I can edit the image by using that Nano Banana AI. And another tool is Cloud AI is there. Now the faculty is having the books. In general day-to-day life, we cannot upload the PDF to review that PDF. But by using that Cloud AI tools, we can upload the images, we can upload the document, which will be in a bigger size. So that is the main purpose of that Cloud AI tools. Or something else, another tool is there. Illicit AI tool is there. So that illicit AI tool can be used for deep research. Let's say in faculty, when we are reviewing any paper or also making the IEEE papers. So when we have the searching the any kind of the papers are there. So deep research can we do it by using the illicit AI, that AI tools. So these are the tools. Some tools are available. More than that, tools are also available. We can use it. And another is Kling AI tool is there. So that tool we can use for the image editing, and we can have the realistic image by using that Kling AI tools are also there. Thank you.
Before we talk about artificial intelligence, it's important to first understand the idea of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Atmanirbhar Bharat does not mean isolation, it means a self-strength and with a global cooperation. Why Atmanirbhar Bharat is important? Because India is a country which has having a large population, vast resources and a talented youth. Yet, true development is possible only when a nation depends on its own innovation and skill set. That's why Atmanirbhar Bharat focuses on Make in India, Skill India, Digital India and Startup culture. And today the strongest pillar supporting this vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji is the Atmanirbhar Bharat and the role of artificial intelligence in it. Now we will focus and I will speak on the role of artificial intelligence in this particular mission. Artificial intelligence empowers India to move from manual to the smart system, dependence to the innovation, consumption to the creation. What is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence or AI, we can say that it is the ability of machine to learn from the data, think logically and make decisions like human being. AI is already a part of our lives. We doesn't know, but we are always using AI in our lives, like from smartphones and online learning platforms to the banking sector as well as in the healthcare sector. Then if we are talking about AI in governance and security, then we have AI improves the smart traffic management. We can have so many cameras inbuilt at all the big areas where we can easily predict the traffic and we can manage also that in a very efficient manner. Then digital governance means we have so many e-portals over there where the consumer can directly go through that particular portal and they can interact as the user with the help of these technology. Then cyber security and the public service delivery also. In Digital India, AI work closely with the Digital India, ensuring transparency, speed, efficiency in the governance. This builds trust between citizen and the government. Employment, if we are talking about the employment in ethical things of AI, then nowadays so many users have a fear that AI will replace the jobs. But the truth is that AI creates new opportunities. AI generates career in data science, machine learning, robotics, cyber security. At the same time, India believes in ethical and responsible AI. That means the technology we are using, that must be benefits to everyone. It is not going to benefit for a few number of peoples. At PSIT, we organize like event like Tech Expo, where the student will showcase their talent in the form of their project exhibition, where they will use such kind of technology like AI, machine learning, where AI will comes into a picture and they will solve the real world problems. We will always force our students to take the real world problem and try to develop the solution using these technology like AI. So at PSIT, we are already doing this particular task to strengthen the idea of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. And at the conclusion side, if I am going to conclude that Atmanirbhar Bharat is the vision and artificial intelligence is a vehicle, we can say that. If India creates its own AI technologies, nurture its talent and uses innovation responsibly, then India will not only become self-reliant, India will lead the world. Let us innovate in India, let us develop for India, and let us build an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Technology, the way this technology has evolved, and AI, especially and machine learning and related technologies have started coming up. It is not a choice now, but it has become an integral part of the process. In any academic institute, if we look at the core functions, the first and foremost function is teaching learning, where the faculty member, the staff members, the students, all these three components play a very important role in ensuring the existence of an ideal learning environment. So maximizing the learning process is the core focus area of an academic institute. And when it comes to learning, this is not simply one-way communication as it used to be, but now we are more coming from personalized learning to classroom learning. Now we are into an era where people are talking about personalized learning, where every student or faculty gets an opportunity and enabled through technology that he or she is able to learn irrespective of time, place. He or she is facilitated with all those ingredients, and AI comes into picture at this. So that is one thing. Apart from teaching learning, the research is something which is an integral part of the academic process, the learning process. Research and innovation, gone are those days. I still remember when we were doing PhD. If I had to go for find out some research paper, I had to travel from Varanasi to Hyderabad all along the way. But now availability of information, this technology has made sure not only the availability of these research outcomes on internet, but also in my area, in my work, what could be the best possible input, the best possible research paper which can help us in my pursuit. This is also been done by the AI based application. So lots of tools, lots of applications are available. And at ITS, we have always consciously tried to bring all those things to make the system more efficient, effective, and productive. Whether it is a teaching learning process, being an institute offering the courses in management and information technology, there are lots of resources available. But only availability of resource is not going to serve the purpose. How we can make its uses more effective, that is more important, that's very important. So there are different tools like we have opted for Copilot, which is easing the process of very simple thing. As a faculty, if I go to the class, I need some reference material to keep the discussion focused. That PPT most of the time people use. Now, those who have been working on PowerPoint presentations, they know what kind of pain actually it has. Now, if I have prepared some research paper, if I have something with me, if I can put this to the application, which goes through it, analyzes it, and finds what the relevant points are, and it supports it, it substantiates with the research outcomes. Probably those kind of things manually either will take lots of time or may not be at all possible to create those kind of substantial presentations. So Copilot is Gemini, Google Gemini. We went for the licensed version of Gemini, which provides the feature of deep research where we can go through the contents. We can refer to the research outcomes of various leading agencies. The agencies which are considered to be authenticate. Those then, apart from teaching, learning, research, the infrastructure is something that's very important because it enables the things happen in our campus, like to ensure that the systems are in place, the safety, security is taken care of. We have upgraded our systems to bring the application of AI into our infrastructure and security surveillance systems too, and it is helping us like anything. And this is not only helping to us as an institute, but in fact the administration, district administration, the police department, everyone is leveraging these advantages. If something goes wrong, probably they are relying on our systems that they come, they access those things, they find the information which is relevant to you, important for them, and then they take necessary action further. So those things are there. So in nutshell, if I say how AI is adopted as an academic institute, this is for sure that it is going to stay there. We are left with no choice other than to understand technology, assess it in our context, what could be the best possible way of implementation and adoption, and adopt it.
I have a strong industrial background experience. So I relate the industrial experience with my education so that I make the students learn with the outcome-based experience. So they get the outcome-based learning, so which is recommended in the new education policy. So my primary focus is to start with the basics so that they can apply into the real world example and they easily understand the emerging trends like artificial intelligence, big data analytics.
From your experience, what are all of the core skills that all of the computer science should focus on if they want to build a strong foundation in AI?
Obviously, the first primary skill is like programming knowledge. So they must be good at the programming skills. And next thing is problem solving skills. The problem solving skills, logical thinking. Why is it logical? Like for decision making. So they have to have a strong analytical problem solving and logical thinking, and then a little bit of mathematical reasoning as well.
Okay.
So above all these technical things, your primary basic thing is curiosity to learn.
Yeah.
That is the first they must be curious, and the curiosity should be consistent. So I believe that curiosity with the consistency, and it helps to develop your practice on a regular basis. So with these skills, with their technical skills, these skills will help them success.
Okay.
Ma'am, this thing was there in my mind. So recently AI had a sudden boom. So how do you feel like the role of AI has changed the computer science education in recent years?
Yeah, it has the strong impact, like it has transformed significantly. Okay. Like earlier from theoretically to practical implementing. Okay. And earlier it was only the definition based. Now it is outcome based, how we practically apply it.
Yeah.
So the students are more of like critical thinking. Okay, they are also like problem solving, and they must have the interdisciplinary ideas. Okay, so that they can directly implement the AI with the other disciplines. So how it works? So as a faculty, even we have a change. Like our thing is like evolving from teaching the content to mentoring the students. So we are happy to do with this in your learning journey.
today I would like to explain my AI based project, that is healthcare chatbot for BBCI repository. We are using artificial intelligence large language model to implement this project. As we all know, the repository are existing in homeopathic field for recommendation of drugs to the patient based on the symptoms. Here we have designed a system. The system is recording the data of the patient, and through a questionnaire a database is made, and then it is based on the natural language processing. So what is done over here is the symptoms are analyzed to recommend the drug. So this is the flowchart, this is the architecture diagram of how the system is, and here we go with the flow diagram. So this is the flow diagram. What is this doing? So we have developed a chatbot which is giving 97% of accuracy with the answers. The chatbot is implemented using HTML, CSS as the front end, and the programming language used here is Python with the implementation of LLMs. Thank you.
So even in this AI relevant era, okay, I still feel that students should stick to cores first. Okay, so they should be more proficient. They should be more proficient in mathematics, statistics, data structure, algorithms. Okay, and obviously they should have a good grasp for programming. Okay, and furthermore, okay, they should know how to explore the data. So data exploration, okay, they should know data exploration. Okay, they should know how to interpret the models. Okay, and critical thinking, okay, or system level critical thinking, you can say. Okay, so these are the very essential skills for any AI engineer, okay, in this era.
Have you observed a change in how students approach problem solving after exposure to AI tools?
Yeah, so I've seen the positive changes also, and I've seen negative changes also. So positively, student has become more experimental. They don't fear to do any experiments on the AI. Okay, they try to explore different domains. Okay, different problem statement. Okay, they have become more data oriented. Okay, and you can say they are getting more confident in their own domain. Okay, but conversely, there is also a negative effect. Okay, I've seen a lot of students, okay, use these AI tools, okay, without any context. Okay, they don't know, okay, what is exactly going behind the background, okay, or what is the intent behind the problem statement, okay, and they just start generating the solutions. Okay, now this kind of thinking, okay, will is gonna hurt a lot to your foundational knowledge, okay, and it is gonna even thwart your critical thinking in later on. Okay, if you become more reliant on these AI tools. So I think these AI tools, okay, should be used in use as a complementary or a support okay, to your own knowledge. So you should get knowledge first, okay, and then after, okay, you should start using the AI tools. Okay.
Could you share your experience using AI in academics, research, or industry collaborations?
Okay, so I've seen AI proliferated in each and every domain right now. Okay, this was not a situation a few years back. Okay, so and I use AI extensively in my research, in my teaching. Okay, I have applied these AI techniques into multiple domains like cyber security, geospatial intelligence, okay, decision support system. These are my main domains. So I have applied these techniques all over these domains. Okay, apart from that, I have also taken few workshops and faculty development program on agentic AI and its development. Specifically, the cyber security or security aspect of the AI I have taken a lot. Okay, so taken a lot, okay, during the faculty development program and student workshops.
Are there any AI-driven projects or initiatives you've been involved in that stand out to you?
So I've been working with different projects in AI with my students. Okay, one of this project is Auto QA. Okay, so I think it stands significantly it stands, you can say, it's completely different, okay, what student do with the AI nowadays. Okay, it's basically a QA tool, okay, which ingests a lot of different types of document, okay, and files, okay, like it will ingest your SRS document, workflows, user stories, error log, change logs, okay, and it's gonna create a software cases out of it, test cases out of this, mostly the functional test cases, and ultimately it is gonna execute these test cases, okay, to see whether the whether the software is working properly or application is working properly or not, okay, thereby reducing the workload, okay, and improving the quality of the applications and softwares.
What advice would you give students who are hesitant to start working on AI-based projects?
So students should start with some simple problem. Okay, they should break down a complete system, okay, into multiple problem statements, and they should tackle each problem statement one at a time. Okay, they will not get perfect directly. Okay, once they start working on it, they understand how these systems work, okay, how they connect to each other, okay, then and only then, okay, with experience, okay, they will be able to do much more. Okay, so the hesitation will go, okay, that I cannot do this project, okay, or I cannot do this big much of a task, okay, and obviously the confidence will come into the students, okay, once they are more acquainted with this kind of a small problem statement, okay, which turns into a complete AI solution.
Any final message you would like to share with students attending the AI India Impact Summit?
So I'll suggest students, okay, these AI tools that you are using now are very good, okay, and they're really great in doing the repetitive or menial tasks, okay, but you should not replace them with the critical thinking, okay, and your own you can say own skills. Okay, rather than consider AI as a tool, okay, that can support your learning, okay, or that can support your application development. Okay, see, I still think that AI is not fully matured, mature technology. Okay, and there is still we still have to cover a lot of grounds on the field of artificial intelligence. Okay, so don't make haste. Okay, strengthen your fundamentals first and then move ahead.
Today we have with us Dr. Krishna Ramanathan, a distinguished faculty member from IMS Pune. He heads the Business Analytics Department. And today we are going to discuss his perspectives on AI, which is going to revolutionize the world. So sir, my first question from you is, can you describe AI in one word?
According to me, AI in one word it is an amplifier. So that's what I summarize AI in one word.
Okay, sir. So next question would be, how do you consider AI? Is it an opportunity or a threat?
If you learn AI, it is an opportunity. If you ignore it, then it will be a threat.
Okay, sir. So the next question would be, will AI replace jobs in companies?
No, jobs won't be replaced, but tasks will be replaced. That's what I feel about it. If people will not take the initiative to learn, then of course organizations will have to think that if machines can do that task. That's why I said tasks, related tasks AI will replace, but jobs you want. In fact, new job roles are being created because of AI.
Okay, sir. So in one word, it is not going to replace.
It will not replace.
Okay. So the next question would be, AI or human judgment? What are your perspectives?
I would say AI is used for gathering insights, and human beings are required for decision making.
Okay. So would you like to add on something overall?
Because see, AI gives me a wider perspective about, I have a scenario and it gives me different insights into a particular scenario. But ultimately, the job of a decision always depends on managers or human beings, because they understand the business well. So they need to decide which decision would be the best for their organization.
So the next question would be, AI in classroom, is it a friend or a foe?
Okay. Now if I talk about use of AI in classroom, it can be a friend if I as a teacher have a control over it when I tell students to make use of AI. But then if I don't check, or if I don't have things in my control, then it becomes an enemy.
Okay. So next question would be, will AI make research easier?
Of course, research is a field in which AI is making a big impact. But of course, if you have to start on the research journey, I feel AI is good and it is easier. But then, even though you use AI, originality cannot be faked. You will get caught at some or the other point if you try to fake originality.
Right. So I would like to know your one piece of advice to students in this field.
Right. So I always give this advice to students that never compete with AI. Work with it. That is the secret to success.
Okay. And what are the most valuable skills for future managers?
Critical thinking is something which present and future managers need to work on. So I would say critical thinking and ethics. So whatever decisions you make, it should be ethical because your decisions have an impact on your team as well as your organizations.
Okay. And one message to corporate leaders.
Number one, you need to adopt AI very quickly. And second, you need to upgrade human capability at a much faster rate.
So, sir, how can one do this?
That's why you need to be open to learn new things, you need to explore technology and how you can make the best use of AI for your individual task as well as for the organization.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So the next question would be, how should business schools redesign teachings and assessment in the age of AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and all that various tools that we have?
Right now, every B school needs to now shift their focus from answer-based education to thinking-based education. So what I mean by this is, now you should, instead of asking what is the answer, now the answer you need to ask is how did you arrive at it or why this is important. So the approach, teaching should focus more on real world case analysis, real time problem solving, data interpretation, decision justification. So
Right.
This is the direction now B schools should go in.
So we have to basically address the two questions, how and why.
Yes.
And the next one is an interesting question. It is from a student's point of view. If AI can do assignments and exams, what should students be really learning?
Right. So I understand students use AI tools a lot for their assignments. So what I feel is now students should learn what AI cannot do. So if I have to elaborate on this, number one, students should be asking the right questions to AI. Second, connecting across different domains. Okay. Third, ethical reasoning. Okay. Fourth is leadership and empathy. And next, business judgment and uncertainty. Now, why I say this is because degrees should certify thinking ability and not just the grades you score in your PG or whatever education you are pursuing.
Thank you, sir. So we are proceeding with the last questions of our podcast. Where or how do you see AI in the next 10 years?
Next 10 years, of course, AI will move from just being a normal tool to being your teammate. Okay, number one. Second, from automation, we move to augmentation. And third, from support role, now it will also be your strategic partner. Now, every manager will work with AI as they work with Excel today, right? So nowadays we use Excel to a great extent. Now in future, like we work on Excel, now AI will be an integral part of it. And that's where the real differentiator now no longer would be access to AI, but how wisely human beings use it.
Okay, sir. So we don't have to defeat AI. We just have to defeat the person who is excelling in AI. So,
Absolutely. So message to everyone is treat AI as an enabler, and over dependence on AI is not a right method to approach it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a pleasure to have you with us.